I don't want to start this over again. All right, I'm checking in America. This is that veteran that everyone loves to hate. Coming at you live from an undisclosed location. I can't tell you where I'm at, but I can tell you, America, what I'm doing today. Today, I'm telling you about the atrocities that America faces. The atrocities that my family and I have been facing to no fault of our own. America, I hope and I pray that you listen to my story as I go along and tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This has been an atrocity from the beginning. I'm an American veteran that has been fighting for my constitutional rights. I have been representing myself in the court of law when my own counsel has refused to. My own counsel. Ladies and gentlemen of my counsel is able to do that to me. Let me tell you what my counsel would be able to do to you. They are not afraid, ladies and gentlemen, to cheat and steal from the government. These men that have put themselves above the judicial system, who have taken advantage of you in America, will have to deal with me now. I am a United States Army disabled veteran. I am coming after the truth, America, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I will not be afraid to defend my liberties, nor will I be afraid to defend yours. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me coming at you live from an undisclosed location in Ferndale, Washington. My name is Richard Michael Moore. I am that disabled Army veteran that loves to piss people off. This is going to be real, folks. If I offend you, good. I am not afraid to offend people. What I am afraid of is the atrocities that are happening in America, ladies and gentlemen. The atrocities that are happening to you, the people. The atrocities that are happening to our children, the next generation. I refuse to stand aside. I refuse to be idle. I refuse to be quiet, ladies and gentlemen. I will stand up for your liberties. I will stand up for your rights. I will defend you and you alone in the court of law, as it is my civil right and my duty as a United States Army veteran. I have defended your liberties and your rights my entire life. I will continue to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, you may not recognize me. Again, my name is Richard Michael Moore. I am a disabled Army veteran who loves to piss people off with the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, now you realize this is me. This is who I am. I am unafraid. I am an American citizen. I will defend the Constitution and the right of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, these colors do not run. I am not afraid. I do wear the Ranger tab. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you now, I recognized what I was volunteering for. I acknowledged, ladies and gentlemen, I acknowledged my duties as a military soldier. Never did I quit. Never. Not one time, even when they told me I couldn't achieve it. Gallantly, ladies and gentlemen, gallantly did I perform all of my duties. Every single one of them. Energetically, ladies and gentlemen, energetically did I meet the enemy. Your enemy, my enemy, all America, all free enemy. Energetically did I meet those people. Readily, ladies and gentlemen, readily will I always maintain my body and my mind. These men are not expecting what is coming at them now. These men thought they could take advantage of a United States disabled Army veteran because of my appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, I attest to you today. I come to you live today to tell you that we have been judged and persecuted off of our looks and our appearances alone. Not off of equality, not off of personality, not off of who we are as American citizens. These men who have placed themselves above the law, guess what? It is my entitlement, it is my right as a United States Army disabled veteran to come at you live and tell you I will not tolerate the atrocities that you have done. Ladies and gentlemen, I have served my own counsel. I am representing myself in the court of law. I will not be afraid to stand up for your civil rights. I will not be afraid. I will attest to you today that I will not stop. I am independent. I am coming at you live. I am choosing to take full responsibility for all of my actions and my attitudes. I am not afraid to stand up for America. America has been wronged. America has been accused. America has been punished. Mr. President, I am calling you out as a United States veteran, as a disabled Army American citizen. Your Honor, Mr. President, you yourself said you were going to stick up for America. I want to see it. I want you to prove it to me. I would appreciate it if you cleared your calendar to stand by my side as a disabled veteran as I defended yours. Your constitutional rights, your amendments, every bit of them, I defended. Mr. President, I will continue to defend those rights. I will stand beside you. I will defend you. I will be the one to take the bullet for you. I am not afraid. I am unafraid of people who choose to judge me, who choose to persecute me, who choose to deny the Constitution as it was written by my forefathers for me. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I have been verbally assaultive. I have been loud. I have been boisterous. My U.S. government taught me to do this. I have got your attention, ladies and gentlemen, and I continue to do so. I pray that you continue to watch my channel. I plead to you, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for everything I have to say, because I discuss the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It is an atrocity what's happening in our school systems today. It is an atrocity what Obama did to our American public. And if you don't believe me, ladies and gentlemen, why are you forced into giving up your liberties? Why? I refuse to give up mine. These men chose to attack my family. If you would have persecuted me and just me alone, guess what? I'm an American veteran. I may have allowed you to do that because I am not afraid to take a beating. I will stand and I will stand and I will stand, and you will not defeat me because I am a Ranger. Ladies and gentlemen, I attest to that today. I have not been in the Ranger Battalion. I have not. I have never claimed to be part of the Ranger Battalion. I have attested to being a Ranger, and I will continue to attest to being a Ranger. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Because of all the things I said prior to before. I said, every one of you, look up my name. Look up who I am. Every one of you, dig up the information on Richard Michael Moore. I was born January 5th, 1975. I am not scared of anything I have ever done. I have never claimed to be a saint. I have claimed to be an American veteran, a Ranger. Not somebody that's afraid to break the rules. I have broke the rules. I have violated the law. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a reformed felon. Yes, I have multiple felonies. I am not afraid to admit that. I was a broken United States Army veteran who came back from overseas addicted to drugs and alcohol, just like most of us. And I helped myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here before you today and attest to this. This is the truth, the whole truth. Ladies and gentlemen, I was not a good man. When I came back from the military, my country gave up on me. I gave up on my country. I wanted nothing to do with you, nor did I want you to have anything to do with me. I am not lying about that. I am not. I was not a good man. Ladies and gentlemen, I got off of drugs and alcohol. I got off of drugs and alcohol. I repeat, I do not do these things anymore. I became a husband to a loving wife. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my life. I became a father to 2 children that have never, ever seen me drink. Ladies and gentlemen, I attest to you today that I am that Army Ranger that will fight for you 100% of the way, all the way. I do not need a drug. I do not need alcohol. I have been beaten and persecuted by my own country and by my own military, and I will not stop. I will attest to you. I will defend your liberties until I die. Why? Because that's who I am. That's what I do. I am not a violent man, nor have I ever been a violent man, other than to those who choose to challenge our constitutional rights, those who choose to oppress on the weak. Those are the people that should be afraid of me. Because guys like me, we're not afraid of guys like you. We stand up to guys like you, as I'm doing today. I am not afraid of anyone who tries to oppress me. Anybody that steps to me and thinks they're going to squash me because they're going to step on my liberties, guess what, America? This is that American veteran that loves to piss people off. I don't care if I offend you. Good. I hope I do. America, I believe in your God. I believe in my God. I believe in all gods. If that offends you, so what? I don't judge you for what you believe. I just am thankful that you believe in something. I'm glad that you believe in something to better yourself. I don't care what it is that you believe in. I don't care if it's God, Buddha. I don't care if it's the devil. I don't care. If you believe in something to better yourself, to better your life, to do something for somebody else, that is what I care about, America. I want to see everyone succeed in life towards their goals, towards their dreams. And guess what? You know what? This is a free country, so if you choose to do wrong, that's your choice too. If you choose to do right, that's your choice too. Guess what? If you do wrong, you'll have to pay for that as well. I've done wrong, America. I've done things horribly wrong. Everything wrong. But I've paid for all of it, every bit of it. I'm an American. I violated the laws, I violated the rules, and I paid for every one of those atrocities that I performed. I did. I'm not afraid to admit that, America. I'm still standing here today, clean and sober, right here to defend your constitutional rights, just like I did while I was in the service, just like I did when I was out of the service. People judge me every day, left and right and sideways, and I don't care. You can judge me all you want. It's not my job to judge you, America. My job is to bring you the truth, to open your eyes and help you see the atrocities of America today. That's my job. That's who I am. I don't care if you like me or not for it, America. I don't. I'm going to tell you the truth, the whole truth. My name is Richard Michael Moore. I was born January 5th, 1975, in Anacortes, Washington, to a woman. I will not mention her full name, but her name was Terry. Okay? This was a time that nobody even understood. Okay? It was a long time ago. My mother did the best that she could raising me. Was she a saint? Hell no, people. I will never attest to my mom being a saint, but she did the best that she could. And here I am today defending your liberties still, America. I, Richard Michael Moore, have acted as my own legal representation and have had to serve my own attorneys. Why? Because nobody else has stepped up to represent me. Nobody else has stepped up to help me. As a disabled veteran, as a broken American, even my own attorneys chose to throw me out. They chose to quit my case. Now, granted, America, don't get me wrong, I told them they would. I knew the unjust. I knew the corrupt. I knew the greed of these men when they forced me to sign their contract, America. This is what they do. They force you to sign their contract by shining you with dollar signs and convincing you that they work for the people. Well, they don't, America. They don't. None of these people so far that I have met, not any attorney. If you're an attorney out there and you work for the people and you haven't contacted me yet, shame on you. Shame on you, because I've been to the press. I've been to the government. I have been to places, people, I attest to you today, seeking help as a disabled veteran and still not received it yet. So I am not afraid to stand up for myself. I am not afraid to stand up for your constitutional rights, America. I will not be afraid. So what I did, America, here is what I've done. I have served the judge my papers. I have served my own counsel my papers. I have served the Veterans Department in D.C. my papers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read two of these to you today so you can attest to my story as I go along. I am not afraid of these people, nor will I be afraid of any man, woman, or child who chooses to step on liberties of America. I will defend you if you come to me with a problem. My name is Richard Michael Moore. My email is Richard, r.more1575@yahoo.com. You can contact me there. Feel freely to send me your problem. I will not mention your name on my station. This is my station. I will defend your liberties and rights. If you choose to come on my station, guess what? I'm going to be interviewing people. I am public. I am unafraid. And if you choose to come on the air with me, let me tell you how this is going to work. I will interview you, the public, on your opinion of our government, our school system, our laws, our children, our families, and guess what? I will only ask you questions and opinions about me, America. I'm not afraid of your opinion of me. I challenge you to come on my show. I challenge you to sit in front of me. I challenge you, America. I challenge you to come here on my show in an undisclosed location of my choosing, and I challenge you to attest to your story. Now, what that means is, America, that means if you know who I am, that's fine, great. If you know who I am, come on my show and tell America who I am. Why? Because I want America to know who I am. My name is Richard Michael Moore. I was born January 5th, 1975. I am unafraid to announce who I am. Unafraid. I will not be afraid of what I've done with my life or the man that I've become. America, if you're ashamed of yourself, that's you. I am not ashamed of myself. So, with that being said, my name is Richard Michael Moore. I am legally representing myself in the court of law this month on the 24th in Seattle, Washington, under my constitutional right as a United States citizen. I will be defending myself against the withdrawal of my own counsel in a superior court in Seattle, Washington, people. Seattle, Washington. I'm defending myself against my own counsel. I want you to hear that. These people were hired by me to represent me. These people have not defended me once. I plan on proving that in the court of law in front of the judge with witnesses of my choosing. I have witnesses to attest to all of these atrocities. Ladies and gentlemen, if these men, these so-called men that place themselves above you and me, can do this to a United States veteran, a disabled veteran, ladies and gentlemen, I attest that they will do it to you without a doubt, no problems. These men do not sleep at night worrying about you and me. These men sleep at night with their greed and their dollar signs dancing through their heads. Well, I will not tolerate their greed. I will not tolerate their injustice. I will not tolerate these men. My name is Richard Michael Moore. I am an Army veteran. I have been to the paper as well as the Veteran Center. I have contacted Como 4 in order to get my story heard. I have been rejected, ladies and gentlemen, by the press. My story as a United States veteran did not matter to them, did not concern them one bit. I went to the top, and they did not care. Ladies and gentlemen, what happened to our Constitution? What happened to our government? When did our veterans of Whatcom County become less than an illegal alien? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to test you today. I'm going to tell you a story. The other day, I was at my house. I had a young gentleman, probably about 22, come to my door. Knocked on it very respectfully, standing off on my porch. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman came to my house because he heard I was roofing my house. Ladies and gentlemen, I went down and talked to a roofing company that I will not disclose. That was all a culture that was not American. I will not label the culture, but it was not American. The man that came to my door was not American either. Ladies and gentlemen, he was not legally a citizen of the United States, but yet Whatcom County is going to protect this man and fight for his rights. That pisses me off. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I did not offend this young man. I just told him that it was not my contract, it was not my house, and that I would not hire him because I could not hire him. Ladies and gentlemen, even if I could have hired that young man, I would not have hired that young man. Whatcom County should be ashamed of itself for allowing these people to be here. If you are an illegal alien hiding in my county, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not afraid of you. I earned my right as an American citizen. I paid for my liberties. I won't pay for yours. If you haven't earned the entitlement to call yourself an American, guess what? I pray that our president is able to stand up against unjust people like you. There are people of various different cultures in America that have earned the entitlement to call themselves Americans. I will respectfully call those people Americans. I am not a racist, America. I'm not a prejudiced. I've been all over the world. I love everybody equally, and I will defend your civil rights if you have earned them. But if you have not, I will not. I will not support someone who does not support my country. And these people, these illegal aliens, do not support America. They don't. They don't pay taxes. They don't do anything for you. They take. And guess what? That's killing America. And we need to stop that atrocity. Sorry, America. Let me get back on point. Again, this is a story about my life, and that was my house that I was discussing, America. I have been offended and offended and offended. I've been persecuted by my own country, and I am offended and really, really mad, America. I will defend your liberties, even though these men have chosen to strike out against me, even though my family has done no wrong to them. None whatsoever. I was injured on a job to no fault of my own, working under the employment of two different entities I will not disclose at this point. I am a commercial diver by trade. I love diving. I have witnesses and friends that will attest to that was my life. I became a commercial diver 4 years ago. 3 to 4 years ago. Not that long ago, people. It took me a long time to achieve that goal, but it wasn't that long ago that I got there. Ladies and gentlemen, I attest to you today, I started that goal back in 2001 under the supervision of Pat Beach. Now, I announced his name because he certified me. I'm not worried about that. He hasn't done anything wrong, and neither have I. I told him that I would be addressing the courts and I would be announcing his name. Not a lie. So 16 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, I started my dream, chasing my dream. I was a broken U.S. Army soldier, had no clue what I was going to do with the rest of my life. I was a drug addict, alcoholic. And 16 years ago, I found diving and turned it into a passion. It became an adrenaline rush for me that I needed when I got out of the service. It became a life that I loved. I chose to chase after the American dream. Ladies and gentlemen, I achieved that dream, and I'm here to attest to you today. This is my opinion and only my opinion, but it is my opinion, and I have the entitlement and the right to say so. I climbed to the top of the commercial dive industry. I've worked for companies, I will not discuss who. I am only a diver, though. I am not a supervisor in the commercial dive industry, nor have I claimed to be. I am just a really talented, really good commercial diver. Why? Because I was a diver since 2001. An open water diver since 2001. So I scuba dived all the time. I trained myself to become the best. Now, I am not a dive supervisor, nor have I ever claimed to be a commercial dive supervisor. Everybody knows that I am a commercial diver. Everybody knows that. I'm not afraid to admit that. I am probably the best commercial diver in Washington State, in my opinion. That is my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what anybody else thinks. That everybody wants to think they're the best. I hope I pray that if you're not thinking you're the best at your job, maybe you should look at a new job. Maybe you should look at a new career. Because that obviously means you're not putting in 100% if you don't think you're the best at it. Me, I put in 100% at commercial diving. I love my job, ladies and gentlemen. I attest to that today. After I got out of the military, I didn't know what I was going to become, but I became the best commercial diver there was, in my opinion. Now, was that my favorite job, ladies and gentlemen? No, that was not. That was my dream career, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I wanted to do with my life. And I did it. I achieved it. Nobody else gave it to me. I earned that right. Ladies and gentlemen, my own attorneys have chosen to try to steal that right from me. My own attorneys have tried to force me into a settlement I would not agree upon. Ladies and gentlemen, my attorneys have attempted to elude and evade justice. My own attorneys, ladies and gentlemen, have attempted to withdraw from my case. This is what I'm fighting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fighting 6 different attorneys at once and representing myself in the court of law as it is my civil right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your civil right too. I attest to you that I will not stop. These men have created an atrocity out of our judicial system and have taken advantage of America long enough. I am that disabled military man that will not take it anymore. I have watched my family be persecuted. I have watched my friends be persecuted. I have watched citizens fight and fight and fight for their liberties and their rights. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm that guy that is tired of watching America suffer. I am tired of watching the greed of the rich, the atrocity of the people suffering. I'll continue on, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize again. This is just one of those topics that really offends me. I shouldn't be in this position, and neither should you, America. We should not be in this position. We did not defend this country for this kind of atrocity. These men should be ashamed of themselves. The men that place themselves in a position of authority, the men and women that place themselves in a position to help their community, a position to better the lives of Americans. These people who choose to violate your civil rights, who choose to violate your constitutional rights, these people who choose to violate their own oath that they take, doctors, lawyers, judges, politicians, teachers, the list goes on and on. These individuals who choose to take these career paths and choose to refuse to do them, ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming after all of them. All of them. I don't care who you are. If you work in the medical profession and I find that you're not doing your job for your client, if I find that you work in my school and you're not educating my children, if I find that you work in my judicial system and you're stealing from my neighbor, if I find you, you will have to address me. I will put you on front page on my news. I am not afraid to do that. And how I do that is just like I do, ladies and gentlemen. I will not mention names of anyone, but I will address the public and I will bring it to you live. I do not mind doing this. I ask for help of the community because I don't know all the streaming things. I'm not this generation. This is not my life. This is my kids' life. This is your life, not mine. I'm retired. I'm disabled. I'm broken multiple times over. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not want to fight the fight, but I will fight the fight as long as America is free. I will fight the fight because I'm free to do so. And that's what my government trained me to fight the fight against all enemies, foreign, yeah, I've done that one, and domestic, which I'm doing now. These men are my enemies. I attest to you today, these men that created this atrocity, that did this to me, these type of men are my enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not stand down. I will not. I will not be afraid. I will point out the atrocities of these men. These men who choose to claim to be something more than. These men that think that their educational background makes them better than the everyday American just because I have facial hair, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I ride a motorcycle, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I've served my country, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I have a felony, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean that I'm not of worth. Does not mean that my wife is not of worth. Does not mean that my children aren't entitled to the American dream. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing this fight for all of those people. I'm doing this fight right now for my community, my family, my friends, my peers, every one of you I'm doing this fight for. I don't care if I win or lose. They made this about money. They made this about greed. They made this about political power. Ladies and gentlemen, they tried to threaten my family. They took everything they could possibly take and tried to force me to submit. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a military man. I am a disabled man. I am an Army Ranger. I will not quit. I will not submit. I will stand up for justice against anyone who chooses to create atrocities against America. I will not be silent by my own attorneys, nor will I be threatened by my own counsel. I will not stop until I receive justice, however it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care. As long as it's justice, as long as it's truth, as long as it's honest. I will represent myself as long as I have to. Ladies and gentlemen, I am unafraid to stand up in the court of law. On this day, 24 March 2017, I, Richard Michael Moore, will be addressing the court in Seattle, Washington, Superior Court, against my own counsel who is attempting to withdraw from my case. These men have attempted to damage, have attempted to destroy, have attempted to elude, and have attempted to do harm to my family. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not allow this atrocity to happen. I have asked the judge, I have written the judge myself in my own representation to not allow these people to withdraw from my case. I want these people to come in front of America. I want America to see the atrocity that is going on in our judicial system today. I want America to know that this veteran will not run. These colors cannot be broken. I will not be afraid of anything that I have done in my life. Why? Because I paid the price. I paid the consequence. And I did the time. Guess what? I earned the t-shirt, America. I did. Everything they say about me is true, except for I do not lie. I will not lie to you, America. I refuse to lie. And the other one, well, they don't want to tell you that I'm a good guy, America. They want to tell you that I'm a bad guy. Well, they're right. I am a bad guy. I did bad things. I am. I'm all of those things that they call me. But America, I am one thing that they won't call me. I am an American that will stand up for liberty. They won't call me that. And I am free, and they won't call me that. And guess what, America? I'm unafraid, and they won't call me that either. So let's keep going on here. On the 24th this month, I will be dealing with my own attorney's withdrawal in the Superior Court of Seattle, Washington. America, I hope and I pray that you're watching my channel. America, I hope and I pray that our kids, our next generation of children are watching my channel. Why? Because their educational background is coming from these channels here. Not because they're coming from any other channels. They're watching the internet 24/7, America. I am not afraid to stick up for my children. I will continue to fight the fight, America. I will continue to represent the American people regardless of what happens to me, America. I am unafraid. I accept full responsibility for all of my actions, all of my attitudes. I said that I sent this letter out to the judge. America, I also sent this letter out to the Veterans Department in D.C. Honorable Judge, date, trial date, case number, America, if you want to look up my case, if you want to look up my case number is 16-2-04059-4, capital S, capital E, capital A. Again, that is case number 16-2-04059-4 SEA. That is my case number, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to look it up. Plaintiff, me, that would be me, America. Yeah, I'm the plaintiff, Richard Michael Moore. This letter says, I'm acting as my own representation. This is a letter to the judge. Honorable Judge, my name is Richard Michael Moore. I will be representing myself in a manner of withdrawal from my case against my own representation. Under RC Code 71, I'm not going to read the whole thing because I looked it up on the internet, people, and guarantee you, you don't want me to. Anyway, it's boring. Under RC Code 71, I, Richard Michael Moore, have provided my attorneys a copy of all information that I have provided to the courts. Honorable Judge, I will not be trying to waste the court's time. I will be providing in my behalf to both the court and my attorneys the witness list that I have prepared and protected under codes as followed: RCW code C.69 something 030. And I'm not going to keep reading those codes either because there's a few of them. I did look those up as well. And then it goes on. Honorable Judge, I thank you for your time and consideration. Again, my name is Richard Michael Moore. I am a disabled Army veteran acting as my own representation, and I will address the court in a respectful manner. Sincerely, Richard Michael Moore. I gave them my email address as well, America. Again, my email address is richard.moore1575@yahoo.com. I am unafraid to come at you live. I hope people are watching. I pray people are watching. I hope I offend you, America, because if I do, good, guess what? That means there's truth to what I say. That means that you agree with the atrocities that I'm talking about. I am sickened by the fact that our elderly can't even live on their own anymore. I am sickened by the fact that we have so many people choosing to be homeless. They choose to. Why? Because it's too hard to stand up for themselves. I am sickened by that, America. When our country supports homeless communities, there's something wrong with that. We are not a third world country. Why are we supporting homeless communities? If we cannot take care of America, we, the people, cannot take care of each other, why are we, the people, defending the rights of any other nation? I ask you that, because I bled overseas. I fought for other nations. And this is the atrocity, America. I look around and I see the pain and suffering here that I've seen in third world countries, and it pisses me off. I refuse to surrender, America. Please write to me. Please keep watching my channel. I know I said an hour. Guess what? I don't want to waste your time either. We're pushing 40 minutes, America. This is Richard Michael Moore, United States Army disabled veteran. And yes, I'm coming at you live. And no, I'm not afraid to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. President Donald Trump, I'm calling you out. I'm asking you to defend your people. I'm asking you to stand up for my liberties and my rights and my justice. Guess what? I will stand beside you. I will defend you. I am the man that will take the bullet for you, Mr. President. That is me. That's my job. If you stand beside me, you help disabled veterans, guess what? I'll help you. I'll defend America for you. That's what I do. Guess what? This is Richard Michael Moore, the American veteran that everyone's going to love to hate. Signing off. Have a good day. God bless America. I hope and I pray that you've heard something, America, that you like. God bless.